Hello student, this is the first part of the outcome of democracy class 10 civics. In outcome of the democracy, subject matter what we have to study in this chapter, that can or should the democracy judge by its outcomes? What outcomes can one reasonably expect of the democracies? Does the democracy in India meet these expectations? Has democracy led to the development, security, and dignity for the people? And what sustained democracy in India? All this is the subject matter of this chapter. So, here first, how do we assess democracy's outcome? Here, we do you remember how student in the Madam Lingot was argue about the democracy in the chapter 2nd of in the 9th class? It emerged from that conversation that democracy is better form of government when compared to the dictatorships or any other alternative. Means in 9th standard we discuss about the democracy, and we came to the final decision that democracy is better form of government. It is just one form of the government and which is better comparing to the other form of government, that is dictators and monarchy. Here we felt that democracy was better because, so why democracy is better for comparing the other government form? First, democracy promotes the equality among the citizens, enhance the dignity of individual, then improve the quality of decision making, and provides the method to resolve the conflicts, and all rooms allow the rooms to correct the mistake. Means all these are the 5 points related to the democracy, that tells us democracy is better than the other form of the governments. So are these expectation realized under the democracies? When we talk to people around us, most of them support democracy. Other alternatives, such as rule by the monarch or military or religious leaders, but not too many of them would be satisfied with the democracy in practice. Means some people they are not satisfied with the practice of democracy. So we face a dilemma. Dilemma means not sure, confusion. Democracy is seen to be a good in principle, but in practice it is seen to be good, but fail to be not so good in its practice. This dilemma invites us to think hard about the outcomes of democracy. Do we prefer democracy or only for the moral reason? Means this is the question. Democracy, why it is better? Because or these points are given above, but democracy is seen good in principle, but bring in practice it is actually it is not simple. डू वी प्रिफर द डेमोक्रेसी ऑन मॉरल रीज़न, यही मॉरल रीज़न से हम डेमोक्रेसी प्रिफर कर सकते हैं, और देयर सम प्रूडेंशियल रीज़न, या कोई ऐसे प्रूडेंशियल इम्पोर्टेंट रीज़न है टू सपोर्ट द डेमोक्रेसी टू. मीन्स दीज आर द क्वेश्चंस फॉर अस. Over 100 countries of the world today claim and practice some kind of the democratic policies. They have formal constitution, they hold election, they have parties, and they guarantee rights of the citizen. While these features are common to most of them, these democracies are very much different from the each other in terms of their social situation and their economic achievements and their culture. Means different countries, they are having the democracies, but their working pattern, they are different as per their situation, as per their economic achievement, and as per their culture. And that is why different countries, though there is democracy, but they have different from each other. Clearly, what may be achieved or not achieved under each of these democracies will be very different. But is there something that we can expect from every democracy just because it is a democracy? Means, what is the similarity, or why we expect what we expect from each democracy just because it is democracy? डेमोक्रेसी है इसीलिए हम एक्सेप्ट करते हैं क्या? दिस इज द क्वेश्चन. Then our interest in and fascination, our interest in and fascination means strong attraction for the democracy, often push us into taking the position that democracy can address all the socio-economic and political problems. Means डेमोक्रेसी हम इंटरेस्ट है या बहुत ही स्ट्रांग अट्रैक्शन है इसीलिए एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं, ऐसा नहीं है. इट इज़ नॉट, बट इन एक्चुअल democracy can address all the socio-economic and political problem. Whatever social problems are there, economical problems are there, or political, can be peacefully resolved in democracy only. If some of our expectations are not met, we start blaming the idea of democracy we expect from the democracy. But if some ideas or concept, if it is not fulfilled in that democracy, we give the blame to this democracy, or we start doubting if we are living in the democracy, या फिर डेमोक्रेसी पे हम शक करते हैं, डाउट लेते हैं. This first step towards the thinking carefully about the outcome of the democracy is to recognize that democracy is just a form of government. So this is just a form of government. It can only create condition for the achieving something. Democracy can create the condition for achieving something. What we expect from our leaders, for us, for making the policies for us, that that create the condition. Citizens have to take advantage of those conditions and achieve those goals. It is possible in democracy only. Let us examine some of these things we can reasonably expect from the democracy and examine the record of democracy. So these are some question queries related to democracy, why we expect or why it is better, government. So here, accountable, responsive and legitimate government. So here, democracy is accountable, responsible and legitimate government. Legitimate means valid or lawful. So how this democracy is accountable, responsive and legitimate government, that we are going to discuss here. There are some things that democracy must provide. In democracy, we are most concerned with the ensuring that people will have the right to choose their rurals and people will have control over the rurals. Whenever possible and necessary, citizens should be able to participate in the decision making that affect them all. Means whenever it is possible, citizens take the initiative for taking the decision. Therefore, the most basic outcome of the democracy, is what? That should be it procedures a government that is accountable to the citizen and responsive to the needs and expectation of the citizens. So means our representative, whatever they makes the laws, policies, they work on the behalf of us. They makes the policy on the behalf of us, whatever we expect, whatever our needs. And that is why this democratic government is considered to be a accountable government. It gives the priority for the people's need. Then second, before we go into this question, we face another common question: is the democratic government efficient? Next question is the democratic government is efficient? Then is it effective? Is it efficient? It is effective. Some people think that democracy produces less effective. Some people think that democracy produces less effective government. It is, of course. Their saying is also is they that is, it is of course true. True in the sense that it is less effective according to some people. That non-democratic rurals do not have to take bother about the deliberation in assemblies or worry about majorities or the public opinions. They do not consider all these things who dictator or non-democratic rurals. They take their own decision, one-way decision. So they can be very quick. And efficient in the decision making and implementation. Means non-democratic country takes immediate decision because they are one-way decision and it implements very fast, quick. Democracy is based on the idea of deliberation and negotiation Means whatever decision takes place in the democracy, it is not immediate outcome, but they consider several meetings that takes, discussion takes place, and negotiation, and then comes to the final decision. So some delay is bound to take place. Means in democracy, some delay takes place in taking decision. Does that make the democratic government inefficient? तो ऐसा हम कह सकते क्या डेमोक्रेटिक गवर्नमेंट इनएफिशिएंट? ऑब्वियसली नो. लेट अस थिंक. Let us think in term of the cost. Imagine a government that may take the decision very fast, but it may take the decision that are not acceptable by the people or may therefore face problems. In non-democratic country, quick decision takes place, but it is not acceptable to the people. But whatever decision takes place, most of the people, majority of the people, they accept the decision in democracy. In contrast, democratic government will take more time to follow the procedures. In democratic decision takes much time to follow the procedures before arriving at any decision. But because it has followed the procedure, why they gets the delay? Because it has to follow the procedures. Its decision may be both more acceptable to the people. Means decision of the democracy that is most acceptable to the people and more effective. It becomes very effective because it is not one way decision. So the cost of time that democracy pays is perhaps worth it. Next one is democracy now look at the other side of the democracy. That decision making will be based on the norms and procedures. Decision that makes on the norms and procedures. So the citizen who wants to know if the decision was taken through the correct procedure can find this out. She has the right and means to examine the process of decision making. This is known as transparency. Means this is known as what? Transparency. Means whatever discussion is taking place for particular decision, discussion, debate, that is known to everyone, and that is called here the transparency. This factor is often missing from the non-democratic government. और ये factor जो है collecting public opinion, making the policies on that as per the public expectation, it is not happen in the non-democratic. Means there is no transparency for making the decision. Therefore, when we are trying to find out the outcomes of the democracy, it is right to expect democracy to produce a government that follow the procedures and is accommodate to the people. Means adjusted to the peoples. We can also expect that the democratic government develop mechanism for the citizens to hold the government accountable and mechanisms for citizens to take part in the decision making whenever they think fit. Means in the decision, whatever decision process is there in the democracy, that is completely, that one is completely, transparency is there in the decision making, and that becomes the favorable to the common people. It is based on the expectation of people, which is not happen in the non-democratic country. So if you want to measure democracies on the basis of this expected outcome, you would look for the following practices and institution: regular, free and fair election, open the public debates on the major policies, and legislation and citizens' right to information about the government and its functioning. Means fourth, it is given option here that if we want to मेजर द डेमोक्रेसी को हम मेजर यदि करना चाहते हैं ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द एक्सपेक्टेड आउटकम, मीन्स एक्सपेक्टेड आउटकम ऑन द बेस ऑफ democracies. So what is necessary? You would look for the following practices and institutions. Which are these practices? There should be regular, free and fair election. It is mandatory. It is very important for going actual or deepening the roots of democracy. There should be regular, free and fair election. Then open public debates. Opening public debate means whatever decision takes place by the government, first of all, that should be, before taking decision, should be the point of discussion among the public, and even after making the decision, it should be publicly discussed. It should be publicly discussed or debate have to take. Then citizens' right to information about the government and its functioning, means whatever rights citizens have to inform, or citizens should be aware about the right to information about the government and its function. मीन्स गवर्नमेंट क्या है, गवर्नमेंट के फंक्शंस क्या है, एंड आर दे फुलफिलिंग द एक्सपेक्टेशन ऑफ पीपल और नॉट. All this have to give the information to the people in this respect. Then actual performance of the democracy shows a mixed record on this. Democracies have had greater success in setting up regular and free election and in setting up the condition for open public debate. Means whatever in democracy decision takes place, first of all, that should be bring it in the public for the debate, and even after making the decision. But most democracy fall short of the election that provide fair chance to everyone, and in subjecting every decision to public debate. Another one, democratic government do not have the very good record. Though the principles are good, if proper roots of the democracy, if it is implemented, then democracy is good, but it is not happen with the observation of history record of the democracy. Democratic government do not have very good record when it comes to sharing the information with citizens. When it comes to the sharing information to the citizens, All one can say in the favor of democratic regime is that they are much better than any non-democratic regime in this respect. In substantive term is may be reasonable. In substantive term, it may be reasonable to expect from the democracy a government that is attentive to the needs and demands of the people and is largely free of corruption. The record of democracy is not impressive on these two counts. Means it is expected, but it is not fulfilled. Means record the democracy is not impressive on this count. Democracies often frustrate the needs of people and often ignore the demands of majority of its population. But all this we do not accept. They doesn't accept, or people doesn't accept these things. They have to be attentive, or they have to give the priority of the public expectation, needs, or maximum or majority of its population. The routine tales of the corruption are enough to convince us that democracy is not free from all these evils. Means it is expected that there should not be any type of corruption in the democracy. But history shows that even we experience when we open the newspaper or TV channel corruption cases, so many different corruption cases that we comes to know. But it is not expect in the democracy, but still it happened in the democracy. Then at the same time, there is nothing to show that non democracies are less corrupt or more sensitive to the people. Means, in principle, it is good, but in actual practice, they have to be implemented. But it is not happen in the democracy. There is one respect in which democratic government is certainly better than its alternatives. Democratic government is legitimate government. Democratic government is called the legitimate government. Legitimate means valid or formed by the legal way. It may be show less effective, not always very responsive or clean. But democratic government is people's own government. This is fact. Democratic government is people's own government, and that is why there is an overwhelmingly support for the idea of democracy all over the world. All over the world. As the accompanying evidence from South Asia shows, support exists in the countries with democratic regime as well as countries without democratic regime. People wish to be ruled by the representative elected by them. They also believe that democracy is suitable for their country. Democracy's ability to generate its own support is itself an outcome that cannot be ignored. this is important, that democracy's ability, which ability to generate its own support, is itself an outcome of the that cannot be ignored. Means principles are proper in democracies. After all, democracy is people's own government, and it depends upon the will of government. If the will of government or will of the legislature, they are in appropriate way as per the policies, are as per the need of people, and if it is implemented properly, then democracy, or in short, root of the democracy, if it is deepened, then democracy is good. But through the record, it doesn't observe. So given given about the democracies prefer over the dictatorship everywhere except Pakistan. So this is the figure given. Then this is the chart about the Bangladesh, India, Nepal, Pakistan and Sri Lanka. So orange color shows that democracy is preferable. Democracy is preferable. Bangladesh citizen, they are in the favor 69%, India 70%, Nepal 62%, Pakistan only 37%, and Sri Lanka in the favor of democracy, that is 71%. And another that is yellowish color showing sometime dictatorship is better. So Bangladesh, they are in the favor of dictator 6% only, India 9% only, then Nepal 10%, Pakistan 14%, and Sri Lanka 11%. And those who are neutral, that shows blue color, doesn't matter. So Bangladesh, in Bangladesh 25% people, they are neutral. In India 21% they are neutral about the form of government. Nepal 28% people neutral. Pakistan, it is much bigger, 49, and Sri Lanka 18%. So very few doubts about the sustainability of democracy for their own country given in this map. So overwhelmingly support for the democracy shows in this map. Then come to the next, that is economic growth. Economic growth and development. What we expect from the economic growth and development. So here, if the democracies are expected to the procedure, if the democracies are expected to the procedure good government, then it is not fair to expect that they would also produce development. Evidence shows that in practice, many democracies did not fulfill this expectation. Means it is their expectation like this. Expectation is that it is expected to produce good government. Democracy produce the good government. It is the expectation in democracy. And just we have discussed that it would be on the will of government, on the will of parliament. Then it is not fair to the expect that they would also produce development. Evidence shows that in the practice, many democracies did not fulfill this expectation. So if you consider all democracies and all the dictatorships for the 50 years between 1950 to 2000, dictatorship have slightly higher rate of economic growth. Means if you observe the last 15 years, means 1950 to 2000, so if we compare about the dictator and this democracy, so what is the outcome or observation? Dictatorship has slightly higher rate of economic growth comparing to the democracy. The inability of democracy to achieve the higher economic development worries us. Means economic development is less in the democracy comparing to the dictators, and it is the issue of worry. But this is alone cannot be reason to reject the democracy. लेकिन ये भी अकेला रीजन नहीं हो सकता to reject the democracy. As you have already studied in economics, economic development depend on the several factors. Economic development of the country depends upon the several factor. It is not only depend on the democracy. And which are these several factors? Population size, global situation, cooperation from the other countries, economic priorities adopted by the country, etc. Means all these things, they makes the matter for the development or economic development. These factors are very important. Population size. If we consider about the India's size is much more. Population is much more. But comparing to the China's population is also more than the India. But still there is economic growth. So this is also the question for reconsideration. Means population size, it is not only the factor for less economic development. Then global situation, cooperation from the other countries, this also makes the matter. And economic priorities, where you have to spend more, that is also depend. Then however, so student, we are going to wind up here. Thank you, student.